Just 3 months after the Intergovernmental Organization Financial Action Task Force or the FATF placed Pakistan back on its grey list, another international anti-money laundering body, Asia-Pacific Policy Group, has expressed its dissatisfaction with the approach of Pakistan in countering terrorism from its soil. Newsweek South Asia has a report.
Pakistan, a state which is known all over the world for providing a safe haven and support to dreaded terrorists and also providing resources and training to their terror organizations, have caused a lot of harm and misery throughout the world, especially in India and Afghanistan. In the month of June this year, the global money laundering and anti-terror financing watchdog, Financial Action Task Force or the FATF, announced in its plenary meeting that Pakistan would again be placed back on its grey list as it had failed to take control of terror financing. Pakistan was earlier placed in the grey list in the year 2012 to 2015. A review of the Asia-Pacific Policy Group APPG, which is related to the FATF, said that not much has been achieved by Pakistan, especially on the legal side, like seizing militant group infrastructure, freezing of assets and attachment of funds. The body also reviewed Pakistan's action on choking funds of militant groups, something Islamabad had submitted in its action plan.
This is a big setback for the newly elected Imran Khan, Prime Minister of Pakistan, since he is looking out to the world bodies to have multilateral funding as their country is in dire needs of funds, foreign exchange and all. Now, till such time, the Pakistan government does not take action on those 26 points and hard actions, there is all a danger that in the next review meeting of the APPG, that is somewhere around December, they are going to be putting Pakistan on the watch list and may be declaring Pakistan as a state which is not compliant with anti-terror funding and not complying with the FATF guidelines.
Last month, the APPG team visited Islamabad to assess legal and administrative arrangements for the implementing the Financial Action Task Force recommendations for curbing money laundering and terrorism financing. During the third day of the visit, the APPG team discussed the status of implementation of the FATF recommendations on supervision of financial institutions, challenges posed by beneficial ownership and trusts, the targeted financial sanctions against terrorism, and the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction and mutual legal assistance and extradition. Media reports say that the officials said the APPG team also expressed concerns about the implementing recommendations on extradition of criminals involved in money laundering and terrorism financing. Pakistan, which was the complaint on a 26-point action, was looked into and reviewed by the APPG. These were the same reports which were submitted to the FATF to choke the funds that were being provided to terror outfits present in the country, especially the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Pakistan Taliban. As in now, common knowledge, the FATF has had its eye on Pakistan for some time, giving the country due warning that its conduct could come under severe scrutiny and the result in its eventual blacklisting if it did not mend its ways. During this time, the government of Pakistan changed, but nothing else did. The development has come as a major setback for the newly elected Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, who was hoping that the intergovernmental body will be lenient in its review. The APPG, according to the official sources, will report the unsatisfactory performance by Pakistan to the FATF at its plenary meeting in Paris in October 2018.
Now, this is what FATF is coming out with, and they are saying that in case now Pakistan cannot really comply with all the 26 points that were given to them, they will have no other option but to declare Pakistan as a terrorist state. Now, if that happens, and it is very sure that is going to happen because all the countries, especially the US, UK, France, they are behind this FATF guidelines being issued to Pakistan because they are the ones who are now in danger of getting the militants coming over there, and especially the money laundering that is going on from their side to the to Pakistan area. So therefore, Pakistan will now have to really sit down and think whether they would like to comply with the guidelines or they would risk getting branded as a terrorist state.
The truth on the ground is entirely different. Till date, the National Counter-Terrorism Agency of Pakistan, which is supposedly the central body meant to act against terrorism, lists the Jamaat-ud-Dawa and its charitable front, the Falai-Insaniyat, as under watch, even though both the groups are listed as terrorist organizations in the United Nations Security Council's list of prescribed organizations and individuals. Hafiz Saeed is on that list too, but that too did not stop the LET from contesting the elections. For years now, India has been the victim of the malicious designs and plots of the Pakistan-backed terror outfits. Be it the attacks on the parliament, Mumbai, or the continuous attempts of creating a proxy war in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan has over the years tried to create a tense atmosphere in India.
The militants inside Pakistan might stage a coup. They might get together and stage a coup against the army and Pakistani government and take control of Pakistan on its own. So both these things are very frightening aspects, and therefore it is very imperative on the Pakistan government, the army and the ISI to really take action on the guidelines that they themselves have submitted to FATF and try to ensure that they do not get branded as a terrorist state.
Be it the Haqqani Network, Al-Qaeda or the Taliban, there are many terror outfits operating from Pakistan's soil. Before the FATF meeting earlier this year, Pakistan's government amended the anti-terror legislation through an ordinance to include UN-designated individuals and groups in the national listing, prescribed outfits and persons. Evidently, these actions did not satisfy the FATF.